Salutations. Welcome to your favorite podcast, the Dell Ryan Report. I am Ryan Humor, and
hey man, y'all already know who it is. It's your boy about Delltime. Peace, King.
Peace King, what's popping with you, man? Is it Saturday already? We're already at Saturday again?
Man, we Saturday. We Saturday. It don't feel much like a Saturday. It feels like ever since daylight savings came, time be going hella fast. It be feeling like the days just fly by. Like now, I be feeling like, they already was flying by. When you become a little older, shit just seems to start flying by because you got bills and shit. But right now, for some reason, this particular 2 weeks feel like they just been flying. Like I feel like it was it felt like it was just February. It was just Black Future Month.
February 2 weeks ago, bro.
Yeah, it was just Black Future Month. It was just Black Future Month, and now it's like we already here. So now we already present.
Somebody you got a violin for this guy? A violin?
Why do I need a violin? I'm not crying.
About the daylight, and the day literally got longer, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it's flying by, and maybe it's just because I'm old. Maybe that's it. You see the grades? Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm old.
Maybe I'm old. Guy tissue, man. It's unbelievable.
Man, I hate niggas like you. Can't say nothing. Don't be sad about nothing, nigga. Oh, you can pay your bill.
Nah, man. We need less of that Bay Area sadness. This man Steph got hurt, so now the fans is hot. But the problem is this: like, we wasn't even gonna talk about this, but I'm just gonna say, like, Warrior fans, bro, we gotta stop being like Raider fans, man. Like every time we move better when we under the radar, when nobody paying attention, we good. Like let the NBA call LeBron while he scored 50. Let the NBA call Kyrie selfish while he scored 50. Let Russell Westbrook score 0 and miss the whole backboard. Let all that stuff happen, man. But we can't be out here like, oh, this is the first time in 300 years that Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond have all been together. It's so crazy. They the new big three. They Bosh and LeBron and Dwayne.
Say another mother. Yeah,
now
man.
Now
he hurt. And that's what it is. You exactly right, bro. That's literally what the fuck it is. You motherfuckers, but we back. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors play better when we don't get talked about. When it's all kept quiet and we sneak up on your ass, and all of a sudden Steph start doing phenomenal shit in the playoffs, and y'all like, damn, like we didn't even know the Warriors was going to be there. But when y'all start hyping us up and getting us all ready, the niggas get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And for all our fans, I know we be excited. I know we done lost a bunch of teams, especially in the town. Niggas done switched to Santa Clara. Some niggas done went to the Las Vegas. The A's is just trying to just hold it down. Like, we here, but like, I know. So anytime we got some news that niggas is coming back, Dre back, and Dre is really town business for sure. Like he the one who electrifies us to even be more town than what we are. But we can't get too excited like that. We gotta just keep riding. Let's get through these regular season games. Let's get through this stuff. But I will say this. I love Marcus Smart's game. He's a hustler. He plays hard. But damn it, fuck you, Marcus. Now, fuck you. That was stupid. Marcus, stupid. Now, I'm mad at you because you're going to hurt my guy. Like, I understand why Steve Kerr was on the sidelines hot. Like, nigga, he wasn't hot because, you know what I'm saying? Like here we go again. Like, he was hot that Steph got hurt because he always wanted to protect Steph. But at the same time, it's like, bro, why? Why are you doing all of this? Like, you like that nigga that's out there playing with jeans on. You just going for anything. Nigga just, nigga, imagine if I didn't have my jeans on. Like, we don't need you to be doing that, bro.
If I didn't have my jeans on. The dude that always show with his jeans on, hoop and be like, if I wasn't wearing these jeans, you always wear those jeans. In fact, you be showing up here hooping in different jeans. Like, I know people that hoop, I know people when I was younger that were hooping jeans, and they always hoop in the same jeans because that's coming from work, or they really like their jeans, or their mama gave them in gym jeans, whatever. But if you somebody to show up and you hooping in different jeans all the time, you doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Those is you a designated jean hooper. Like, that's it. That's your whole game. Like,
these are my hooping jeans.
Jeans with Timbs. FUBU jeans at that. Then you're coming out with FUBU baggy ass jeans with the, ready for the lug boots. Like, nigga, I'm about to
hooping in your balls. Like,
nigga, they got the strap right here, so I tighten it up. That way, nigga,
just strapping on the jeans with the Jimbo strap. Like, that's so stupid.
Now I'm a Billy Butler boy. These kind of like what they call them pants? What are the pants called?
Tearaways.
No, not tearaways. No, not that old. I'm talking about what niggas wear now. Damn, I can't think of these, but the soccer pants. I cannot think of these motherfuckers.
Oh, like track pants?
Track pants. They got a particular name. They're not just called track pants. Some nigga is gonna be in the comments like, nigga, this nigga stupid. They call it this because they hella fashion oriented. But nigga,
what do you mean the Adidas track pants?
They're not track pants. They call it another name, Ryan. I swear to God. Joggers. That's what the fuck they call. You got to get it right. Track and joggers are two different things. Niggas who run track, nigga, are different. Niggas who run track are trying to be regular. Jogger niggas is what you outside doing. Niggas just jogging, trying to get that mile in. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, track niggas is out there competing. It's the difference. Nigga, track.
I'm wearing track pants right now. I compete every day.
You wearing jogger pants now.
I'm out here fighting for my life.
Being black.
I'm wearing track pants, right? All I wear is Adidas track pants. I don't own joggers. Joggers are for eighth graders. I'm a grown up, bro.
You not a grown up.
You wearing joggers right now, huh?
No, I don't. I'm fly right now. I got some fly. You can see the chains.
You wearing joggers with that big ass scrunchy elastic band above the ankle, huh? That's what you wearing right now. Don't be wearing joggers for the show, bro. That's not cool.
Hey, I'm out here with no draws on.
Come on, pause.
That kind of show. It's the fans only.
You gotta use that. You gotta use that for your fans only website. Use that for that.
This is how you build it up, though. This is how I get people to come in. They be like, if he willing to do that on public TV, imagine what he does on behind the scenes.
Like, you know what? Like I always say, man, Venmo me.
No, that's what I said.
Dell.
Venmo me. Comment. Yeah, Rob Ryan. That's what you do. Venmo me, Rob Ryan. Ryan really balling. Me, I live in this. This is me. One room. I live in this one room. This is it. That's all I got.
Telling people that. Hey man, speaking of people getting robbed, Netflix is sick of you bum ass people handing out your password to everybody. Apparently Netflix is cracking down on password sharing. They're running a test case in Chile, in Costa Rica, and Peru, I believe. And they're gonna see if they could charge like $2 to $3 fee for using the password outside of the household. There's no confirmation on this program coming to the US quite yet, but people are concerned, people are hot. I'm gonna give my opinion on it real quick. Please. This is the way I see it. Y'all gotta shut up, because for the longest, at one point, Netflix was $7.99. You know what y'all did? Y'all shared y'all passwords. Everyone was sharing their password. Everybody and their mom was sharing their password. Then Netflix was like, all right, cool, y'all can keep sharing. We just gonna move the price up. We gonna move the price up to $10.99, and then we're gonna move the price up to $14.99. What y'all do? Y'all still sharing. Y'all still sharing. Now Netflix like, all right, well, you know what? We're not saying we're gonna charge you the fee. It's a possibility in the near future that it may be a situation where, you know, if you got 14 people using the password, you may just get hit with the extra $2-3. Now, some kickback that I heard, like Netflix gonna lose customers, but they're not paying anyway. Like, what did you talk about? So then my question for you is this: are you canceling Netflix?
No, I'm not canceling Netflix, and I'm gonna tell you why. First off, I get Netflix for free without having to use somebody's password. See, you got to get grandfathered in on one of them old mobile plans that was giving out Netflix for hella free just because they wanted you to come join their services. This was back when Sprint was still alive. Now Sprint has merged in with T-Mobile. So now because of that, I already got grandfathered in with getting Netflix for free. So we already get that. And I get Hulu for free. And I get Amazon Prime for free. So I got all three of these motherfuckers free. I ain't canceling shit. Now, I will say this, so I'm not gonna cancel anything, but you're right. Motherfuckers gotta shut up, stop talking, because they do. People go off and talk about it in front of other motherfuckers. I don't pay for Netflix. I can get this shit. My uncle down the street got it, so I just be taking his shit, and then we put it in. You don't think people hearing that shit? That's like telling Starbucks you don't pay for their coffee. You just take their recycled beans and make your own coffee. Now they're gonna start charging you for their recycled beans. Like, oh well, if that's what you're doing, well, I remember this gonna tell you about this, gonna age me a little bit, but it's gonna tell you how broke I was. I remember, right, when I used to go to Long John Silver's. Y'all remember Long John Silver's?
Yeah, the yellow place.
Yeah, no, it was blue.
The sign was yellow. The font is blue.
Yeah. So she's going to Long John Silver's, and back then, Long John Silver's, they used to give you the crumbs from the from like the fried fish and shit, right? You get that shit for free. Walk, yeah. And they can get let me get a whole, and like niggas going there like they big time it too. Like, yeah, let me get a whole thing of that. Like nigga for free. You know what I'm saying? They put it in and you be eating it. So good. They get just the leftover debris from, I would never do that shit now. Nigga would never do it now. But nigga was just doing that shit recklessly, right? Start telling other niggas about it. Other niggas started doing it. Then they start charging niggas. Because you keep my mouth shut.
Oh, for the crumbs?
For the crumbs. Now Long John Silver's done big that nigga. Oh, well, we could do this. They may have, I think at one point, they may have even coined that shit to start making money off of that shit. But nigga, come on, man. Should have shut my mouth. That just goes to show. That's how it is with Netflix. Y'all niggas should have shut it up.
You blew up the spot telling people that.
Blew up the spot. Because it was only one Long John Silver's where I was at.
Yeah.
And you know the Long John Silver's I'm talking about, but it was only,
it's closed now.
Yeah, it's closed. They've been gone. There's never opening. Long John Silver's is like Long Shrugs. It's never coming back. Look,
yeah, the building is gone. Like,
because they made room for Safeway, huh? So now the niggas can get a clear view of Safeway.
That place is just dirt there now.
Damn.
There's across the street from 25 Fitness. Remember?
Yeah, I know. Just adios, amigos. That's crazy. I haven't been there in years, but ever since they stopped giving it for free, I stopped going by there. But
you boycotted Long John Silver's because they wouldn't give you free trans fat anymore.
Nope. Yeah, I was living off of that. I needed that. That was my survival mode. Niggas was just trying to get over there. Yo, y'all still got that? You know what I'm saying? That was bad. But no, you gotta shut up, man. You get some shit. Look, man, this is the coldest thing. No, for real. If you get
that's the theme of the episode.
This is the theme. Just shut up. Just shut up. Because if you get some shit for a discount, you get some shit for free. I get it. You want to tell a few motherfuckers. But you realize how old people be like, oh man, you know. I remember this is the coldest shit I ever heard. I remember somebody had some shit and he was like, and I asked him one day, I was like, he had some shit I wanted. I was like, yo man, how much that cost? Something cool, a little bit of nothing. Nigga, I used that shit. I took that shit. Stolen. You know what I'm saying? RIP fee. But nigga, I took that shit. Nigga, something cool, a little bit of nothing. Because that shit is the best way to describe some shit. Hey nigga, where you get that from? How much that cost you? Something cool, a little bit of nothing. You feel me? Even if it's expensive, I'll say that shit. Like something cool, little bit of nothing. Because you ain't giving up too much information. Now the person feel like they do feel like they got fulfilled on their answer. Like, oh, something cool, little bit of nothing. It must be expensive enough that he don't want to tell me because I might can't afford it. But it must be cool enough that it's in his range so he can afford it. Even if it's free, something cool, little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk, man. You can't be out here messing with your jug. I actually, you know what? Shout out to the homie Back. Homie Back got his floors done by one of our homies that does floors, right? And Back had got his floor done. I was like, he showed me a picture like, hey, yeah, someone did my floor, bro. I was like, how? He's like, how much? He didn't say something cool, a little bit of nothing, but he's like, you know, did it for a little something, a little piece of change. He said what you said, but the words in like a different word. Like, you know, it was a little, you know, just a little work you do. Like,
Shout out Back. He know.
Because everybody, I feel like everybody should know how. Everybody in life. I don't know where you grew up at if you're not aware of like what blowing up the spot means. But some people don't understand what blowing up the spot quite mean. Like I saw this thing.
Unless you're in Pakistan, that means something different.
I saw this thing that said they got the Fubu network, right? And the Fubu network has like an advertisement like, yo, we're looking, the Fubu network about to drop, blah, 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 blah. And a girl had, an Instagram user had wrote like, hey, if you guys need any writers, where can I apply? And then the dude was like, the Fubu network replied like, apply to our website. Another dude replied under her thing like, I want to apply too. And she was like, why are you trying to piggyback off of what I'm saying? I'm like, ain't nobody getting you no job. Like everybody interested in work. What did you talk? What? What? Like that's not blowing up the spot. In case you didn't know.
That's
like,
not.
That's not. Blowing up the spot is when you blow up your own jug, like your own jug. For example, if she did get hired by her auntie and was getting paid $400,000 as a writer, but other people was getting 200,000. They're like, hey, how much you making? Oh, I just something like what y'all doing. I just started when y'all did. You know what I mean? Just happy to be here. Hey, didn't you? I heard that you was just happy to be here, man. Just happy to be here. Just have that. But if you was like, I make 400, it's hella cool because I heard y'all, some the other people they making too, so I'm making 400. So that's where I'm at. Y'all should, you know what? You see if you can get 400 since I'm new, and then if you can get 400 too because you new too. Next thing you know, hey, y'all fired.
Everybody. No, or not even that. Not even that. You know what? You bring up a great point because you realize as you start making money, right? I remember when I used to work in my blue collar jobs and I wasn't really making money yet. And you be comfortable telling motherfuckers exactly how much your hourly rate is. Oh yeah. Oh bro, I make $17.50 an hour. I'm out here getting paid. Making dollar niggas actually, well, how can I get on with that job at, fam? Oh yeah, think I'm at Frito-Lay, nigga, come through. It's good.
I knew you were gonna say Frito-Lay. I knew you were gonna say Frito-Lay. Like,
hey, I don't even know how you knew that because that shit just came to me. But nigga, Frito-Lay, I work for Frito-Lay for real, y'all. But like, for real though, like, I think they was paying me exactly 17. That's probably why you know, because I was making 17 and I was making money there. I ain't even gonna lie. That's when I thought I really came up. Nigga, I was like $17.50 getting paid every week. This shit is life. Nigga, I'm like, I was telling everybody. Nigga thought I was the man. Nigga, I was telling niggas like I was Jeff Bezos. Nigga, like, what? Nigga, I'm at $17.50. Nigga, y'all niggas can't tell me nothing. Nigga, right? Now a nigga make a little bit more money. You feel me? Start being quiet because also you know what I'm saying, to the point where you realize even through those other jobs, you realize when, like, I remember when I found out other niggas making more money, like niggas making $19.50. Like, you make $19.50, why? And you start looking at their work ethic differently. You know, but you start looking at nigga work ethic like, nah, this nigga make $19.50, fam. Like, that shit don't even make sense. You start going in your one-on-ones. Now you ain't even happy about your $17.50. You feel me? You done got depressed about your $17.50. Like, you don't even know why I make $17.50. That shit ain't right. That nigga making $19.50. But all he do is greet niggas at Frito-Lay. I don't understand. Like, nigga, I'll be really bad.
Niggas at the warehouse.
Greet niggas. Hey, how y'all doing? Everybody good? Oh, that's good. Everybody keep working hard. Nigga, like, how you make? He don't even do nothing. Nigga, I'm in here really bagging it up, boxing everything right. Nigga, my shit be nice. Nigga, like, why they ain't paying me like that? Shut up. You feel me? Shut up. And he should shut up. But he should shut up, because then now I'm gonna go in like, you know what I'm saying? You start then. What I mean by that is he shouldn't have told me he made $19.50 in the first place, because now one, I'm mad. And I shouldn't be telling other niggas how much I make, like, because now them niggas expect to get that. Now, if they don't get that, now they hating on me. Well, my boy told me I made $17.50. So I don't understand why y'all trying to charge, why y'all only trying to pay me $16.75. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? That used to be our old rate. You just shut up. Hey man, you should come on. It's a good job. Tell the other benefits. The monetary is a great benefit, but everybody ain't worth the same. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's work ethic ain't worth the same. There are certain jobs, yes, your work ethic is worth the same, but certain jobs require certain skill sets that you may have to get paid for. And as you begin into certain types of your different jobs, all of y'all that's probably listening already know when you get to a certain job, you shut up about your money. Motherfucker, actually, how much you make? Oh yeah, man. Because you want to be able to complain too. Because look, listen to me. If you start talking about, oh, let's say Rolex makes $80,000. I make $50,000, right? But Rolex over there talking about, I make $80,000. I'm in here living, right? Now I start complaining about the work conditions, right? I can't. I'm gonna shut Rolex down. Oh man, you can't say shit. You getting paid $80,000. You can't even be over here. What are you complaining about? You getting paid good
over here.
Like I'm gonna complain making $50,000. They not paying me right. Then I'm mad. You feel me? I'm big man. I get to talk my shit. But now I can't even. Me and him can't. We can't converse about this. We can't talk about that. Nigga, you make too much. You make $30,000 more than me. Nigga, I don't want to hear your complaints. Nigga, and you ain't even doing shit. Nigga, you greet niggas.
50,000 and 80,000. If I'm not mistaken, at the exact same tax bracket.
There's an exact tax bracket wise. Yes. Working and watching a nigga know that he make $80,000 and ain't doing shit but greet niggas. I'm mad, nigga. And I'm in there. I'm all on the what do you call that shit? I'm all on the jack, trying to do shit, I'm doing hella shit, working. You in there, you in the front sitting down greeting niggas. Hey everybody, welcome.
It's just the greeter in there in the warehouse. Okay, so my question to you is: so do you think the Netflix mess up by not shutting up as far as like how much they've been paying like Dave Chappelle and how much like did they mess up by talking about how much like how many bills they got before charging people, or should they have shut up based on how much money they've been spending? Because I heard some complaints like some of the comments were like, well, Netflix spending all this money on all these exclusive shows. It was a joke, but it's like, of course it's spending money on exclusive shows. Like everybody watch Netflix. Like Ryan Reynolds is in like 7 movies on Netflix. You got to pay him to be on Netflix. So do you think that they should have just kept it on the low and kept it humble? Like we just doing our best to just make sure that y'all got good entertainment, or should they be like, yo, y'all gotta watch Netflix because we got Dave Chappelle presenting shows with Earthquake. We out here popping. Come to Netflix. It's good. You gotta pay the premium. No, you think it was a good flex or like a bad flex?
I think it was a good flex, and the reason being is because here's the thing: Netflix is also so now entertainment is shifting. You know what I mean? Like Netflix for a long time was the only place really you could get digital, straight to the house streaming in your home. You feel me? To watch movies, right? But now, as we look, the companies, the conglomerates are now starting to think about. Now we want to actually like they're getting smart. You got things like Disney, right? Who's like, fuck it, I'm gonna start my own platform, and then I'm gonna take all my shit off Netflix. You feel me? Because if they willing to pay Netflix to go watch that over there, they'll be willing to pay us. And we got hella Disney shit. We got a whole catalog over here of Disney shit that people love, that people been asking us to get on Netflix, but they won't put it out yet. So we got it over here. We're gonna put it out here. This is why you got Amazon going out and buying up or looking to buy MGM, right? Because MGM's catalog. Because Amazon doesn't really they don't really produce their own shit. They're not really producing their own or distributing their own products. What they're doing is they're buying other people's. They're like Amazon used to do this. Amazon used to do this in 2010. They used to take people's scripts, and then you can win a contest based on how good your script was, and they use your script. And that's how they would pay you $10,000 if your script won the contest. Then they would pay you $55,000 if they were able to put it into if it was able to go to the next step. And then they would pay you $250,000 if they actually produced your script. So you know what I'm saying? That's how they used to work with that. But so you can only do so much. But now that you got all of these companies like Paramount coming back out and starting to get their own streaming network, you got like I said, Disney coming out to do their own streaming network. You got Apple doing their own streaming network. So now Netflix, even though they have a catalog of things that people like Money Heist and shit like this, they are losing a lot of their big hits. Like for the longest time, Friends was at the top of the list for Netflix. It was the most watched television show on there, right? So now that they lost Friends, because when the Disney shit, they lost, they lost it. I forgot how they lost the Friends, but they only have Friends. They don't have Friends.
Contract probably ran out.
The contract ran out. So now they don't have that any longer. And because of that, you know what I'm saying? Now you lose that shit, right? And now it's like, well, we lost Friends. So everybody start pulling their shit off and you start losing all of that shit. Your particular product doesn't seem as valuable no more. So they have to attract people. This is why I say it's a good move. Sorry, it's a long-winded answer. But the reason why it's a good move is because of the fact that you have to sell people to come and continue to invest in your thing. Because if you got Disney Channel, right? If you got Disney Plus, you might be like, well, fuck it. I'm watching everything on Disney Plus. I'm watching everything on HBO Max. So why in the fuck do I need Netflix? I'm gonna cut that shit off. They charging me more money. But if you keep showing, we got only exclusive here on Netflix, you're gonna go there, go watch it on Netflix.
That's real. They do got. I mean, I feel like they've done a good job of getting their own original programming. Like they've done. I remember at one point where like Netflix, like at one point Netflix had Casino. This was years ago, and they would remove it and put it back on and remove it every 3 months. I'm like, man, I don't want to watch Casino. There would be times where I just wouldn't watch Netflix for a minute because I was like busy just watching regular TV. Like I just wouldn't watch. I'd be watching like Walking Dead or whatever, or just watching like HBO or something like that. And I would check back in on Netflix. Like, oh, it's new stuff on here. But as they have, like you said, like just just been okay with like releasing the Disney stuff. It probably made things easier for them, because instead of paying Disney licenses to have Marvel movies on there, it's like, yo, we just gonna make our own superhero stuff. Like we'll just make our own documentaries. And I don't know how much like Kanye got to get his documentary sold to them. But that's dope, because the Netflix documentary game is lit. Like, I've been watching some outstanding documentaries on Netflix. They got this show called Worst Roommate Ever. Like, it was out solid. Y'all should check it out. They got this old lady that be getting these homeless people to live with, and she be poisoning them and taking their money. It's insane.
And that's a documentary?
Yeah, it's called Worst Roommate Ever. It's 4 different episodes about like people that live with people and destroy their lives. It's insane.
Wait, but it's a documentary, so these are real stories that take place.
These are real stories, yeah.
Wow. See,
yeah,
I gotta be careful about who y'all live with.
It's another dude that was like a serial squatter. Like he would like really like move in with people and just like squat there. There was this other dude. There's four solid stories on it. Y'all should check it out. But yeah, with that, I'm saying Spike Lee and Colin Kaepernick are in the process of putting together a documentary that they'll probably be selling to Netflix for a great amount of money, because that must be the move. That I would think that's the move. So because like who else would you want to sell something to other than the place that's dope with their documentaries?
Right.
Go ahead.
I want to add this. Another thing that they're doing too. Another thing that a lot of these companies are doing, and this is why I think it's important that Netflix talks about how much money they're giving certain people. This is why it's a good move, because these particular platforms like Apple, all this stuff, they're giving deals to the actual actor, like to the actual talent. So like the deal would be something like that. Like Amazon just did a deal with Eddie Murphy. That's how Eddie Murphy got that new. He got the new Coming to America on Amazon Prime. Now he's coming out with Beverly Hills Cop again, and it's gonna be based about his daughter. So things like that. They sell that idea, and then I was like, you got them exclusively on your platform. So people who are fans of Eddie Murphy are gonna go and watch Amazon because they're like, oh, well, I know I can want to watch my Amazon stuff here. The same thing with Apple. Apple was the first to start it because they started doing deals directly with the individuals instead of saying, hey, we're just gonna bring your content over here. No, we're gonna give you a platform so you can do your show, you can do whatever, and then you gotta create stuff and put it on our platform. So now it's like, that fan, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get that fan shit rolling in, but that's the smart way to do it. That's why if you tell somebody how much money they coming in and how much money are people getting in, it's a good thing. But it does fuck us up because now it's just like gas, right? Like we know how much it costs to get oil. So now what's going on to go get oil? That's why the gas is $7 a gallon.
it's just so expensive. I mean, speaking of number 7. The homie Kaepernick is in the process. I'm not gonna say in the process of getting back in the league, but he's in the process of letting people know that he's down to get back in the league. Now, I find it interesting I find it great that Spike Lee and him are like doing this documentary, and this is happening in real time. And this part will probably be part of the documentary as far as like him trying to get back in the league again at this point. An interesting thing is I think it's dope because similarly to like the Bill Cosby documentary that presented by W. Kamau Bell did, like he's doing the documentary, and as he's doing the documentary towards the end of the recording, Bill Cosby's released, and it's like, oh, word. Then they gotta like redo the documentary in a way and add new interviews in the front and so on and so forth because people have like different reactions. I think this is going to be kind of cool, which makes me question as to whether or not he wants to come back into the league or whether or not this would just be a really good part of the documentary. And the thing is, like, I feel like I know he wants to get back in the league. Dude wants to play again. However, I don't think that. Let me ask you this part. Though, before I even get into what I think. How are you feeling about him trying to get back into the league, and do you think he will ever play in the NFL again?
I love that he's trying to get back in the league. I think right now, where we are seeing people like Deshaun Watson getting still picked up after his allegations, when we are seeing a semi-change in how the NFL is moving, and even to the point where there's this kind of lack not lag, but like there is a slowdown of truly efficient quarterbacks. Like it's been like because a lot of the guys are retiring. I know Tom Brady said he's coming back, but like a lot of guys are retiring. Like a lot of guys are getting ready to like Ben Roethlisberger just retired. I mean, you know, you just got the switch up of freaking your boy Russell Wilson going to Denver. It's a lot of things that are happening that I feel like him coming back would be huge, and whoever gets him is going to be a good move because he still moves like a fucking gazelle and fucking got an arm, so like a cannon. So it's like, why would you not want him? And it's a shame that he's not in the league. Do I think the NFL is going to allow him to come back? Unfortunately, no. I don't think the NFL is going to let him come back. As much as you're trying to show progression, I think the reason it's like this: when you got to do shit because of somebody else, you don't fuck with that person. You may make a change based on what that person might have put you through, but you're not gonna fuck. It's like breaking up with a girl. Like, yeah, you might be like, yeah, I'm never gonna cheat again because that shit got me in a lot of shit with this chick. But you might not go back to her ass. You might go back to a new chick and never cheat on her again. So that's literally what may happen.
I think the reason why I don't think the NFL is stopping him from playing, and I don't think that he's stopping him from playing. I think that there can never be a meeting of the minds of this question being asked. Like, yo, so here's the thing: if we sign you, are you gonna So like, we just was wondering in the back, like, this, here's a check, here's a jersey, you're good, here's everything. But we just was wondering, just, you know, we all wondering, like, in the beginning of the game, when, you know, the anthem thing, like when the music do you think that, like, how do I say, is you finna stand up or not? And then, like, who wants to have that conversation, right? Like, who wants to talk about that? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at this point, so the other day, the first trans woman won an NCAA medal for swimming, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to talk about that, but people will talk about it. But people rather talk about that before they ever talk about this Colin Kaepernick thing ever again. Like, I mean, like, you got a human man transformed into a woman that's dogging a woman in a swimming pool, and it's cool. Like, we're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be debates about it. But this Kaepernick thing, nobody want to ask that question. Like, the thing is this: I'm sure people ask her, like, "Hey, you gonna swim still? Because you were swimming as a man. You gonna swim? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm swimming. Damn, she gonna swim still? That's crazy." We had to ask. But this Kaepernick thing, nobody gonna sign him because they just don't want to ask that question. Like, not even in the sense, because it's like, man, we can't really control him, not in the sense of like control of a man, but it's like, bro, like, I don't even really want to deal with it. But when you mention somebody like a Deshaun Watson, right, or like a Tom Brady who's coming back out of retirement, or like an Aaron Rodgers who got his bread, or Russell Wilson, you make a good point. There are some spots, there's spaces open, and there has been like a massive quarterback shuffle. Like, the Browns had to get rid of Odell Beckham because they thought that Baker Mayfield was the guy, and turns out, he's not that good. So there are places I think that you can insert Kaepernick. I just think people don't want to deal with that particular thing because it's so iffy for society. I'll give an example, right? Earlier you were talking about daylight savings time, and on Instagram, people were talking about how can Congress pass this bill so fast? We got other stuff to worry about. It's wars, and it's violence, and it's social justice, and gas, and Judge Smollett is crying, and Bill Cosby's out, hella stuff, right? And my thing is this, Dell, you know how they did it so fast? How? Because it's the only thing that everyone in the U.S. agrees on. Mm-hmm. There's nothing else. There's nothing else everyone agrees with. Ever. So it's like, hey, y'all want to not do this thing again in the fall? Yeah, bro, let's do it. I like the sunlight. Because why were we doing it before? I don't know why we was doing it before. Or y'all want to run it? Yeah, let's run it. Sure, do it. It's like choosing a restaurant with friends that you know what they want to eat. And that shit never happens the right way. People ain't got enough money, or somebody's allergic to fish. It's always one of these things. But if you ask your boys, like, hey, where do y'all want to eat at? Let's go to Papa Do's. All 6 of us agree? We agree? Yeah. It don't work that way.
Or niggas just don't know nothing else. Like, all I do is KFC.
All I know is Long John Silver, shit like that. But for this Kaepernick thing, it's like, man, I don't want the fans talking about the flag or whatever. But with Deshaun Watson, it's like he was never charged. It's like 20 plus accusations, but the man was never charged. I never dug that deep into that. All I know is that he wasn't charged. Some text messages were sent, asked about some glutes. I don't really get in to people being accused of sexual assault because that shit is crazy to me. Also, I want to say this real quick, yo. I have to clear something up. We owe this to that man. Chris Brown's allegations were actually cleared up. He got old girl on voice note and on tape.
Oh, Chris didn't do it. I was with you. I said he didn't do it the whole time.
She's basically saying how good he was and how she wants to see him again like the next night. So, hey, man.
She wanted to suck his dick from behind.
I'm going back. I don't know if that was something that was said.
He was trying to see what that was about, but then she came up with this allegation.
So with that, you know what I mean? Like with that, that's why the allegation should be wild, because the thing is, like, when it comes to like a Jussie Smollett, he the only one that could lie and go to jail. Everybody else will lie and be like, I said Chris Brown raped me. So he didn't. Nah, what's gonna happen to you? I'm a girl. And that's it. So when it comes to Deshaun Watson, I don't know what happened, but all I know is that that's easier to talk about than the flag thing. Yeah. It's easier to say, like, was he charged? I like football. He could throw the ball. Cool. Let's run it. What about Kaepernick? See, flag. I don't know, because my dad was in the Army. Yeah. Shut up.
Right. Shut up.
You know, so hopefully, I don't think he's ever playing again.
I don't think he's ever playing again. Maybe he just got to go into that league that The Rock got. And XFL.
Why you say it like that? Why you say?
Because I'm gonna tell you what.
Why you can't say the XFL? And why you gotta be like
I said it?
The Rock guy, like that Rock, the league, the Rock guy. Like it's like saying, hold on. It's like saying, hey man, hey the Warriors should get so and so. Nah, he could play for that little Santa Cruz team. The Warriors guy.
Or the Big Three. He could play for that league, the Ice Cube guy. But look. Let me tell you why I'm saying that, though. The kind of intention, speaking of Ice Cube's league, the kind of attention when it first came out, knowing that AI was about to play and how it buzzed out, like people were so happy that AI was getting ready to join the Big Three, it may do that to the XFL. So if Kaepernick goes over there and goes and plays, now and the thing about it is, it's kind of like a situation where, remember when boxing was the main combat sport? It was the main combat sport. It was everything that everybody wanted to see. Now you got UFC. And a lot of it has to do because of the switching of how someone does things, right? Like you shift one person out, shit don't really be as popping as it used to be. People start seeing it as boring. But you take XFL, you put Kaepernick over there, he raw, he killing it. Motherfuckers don't even, like, a lot of football fans, like, have actually declined. Football has declined in a huge way. Not to say, like, what I mean by that is like I know there are plenty of football fans. What I mean by that is people don't watch it how they used to. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a Sunday, Thursday, Monday thing. You know what I mean? Thursday night football, Monday night football. You know what I mean? Now people be like, well, I just watch my team, man. If they get to the playoffs and they do their thing, I watch them niggas. But mind you, nigga, like, it ain't even that many games, like 16 games. Niggas like, no, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a care. Like, them niggas win, they win. I'm tired of this shit. Like, shit, always some shit. Niggas don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm tired of this shit. It's always some shit. But they literally just extended the season to 17 games too.
17 games, like, great. However, I'm telling you right now, Kaepernick go to the XFL, that shit gonna bring a lot more attention, and he should do that. And then that way, because you know what? The Rock ain't gonna be tripping about that nigga taking the knee. He might change up the whole national anthem. You know what? We're gonna do whatever Cap want to do.
There may not even be a national anthem.
Not even be a national anthem.
You know what I mean? No, but I think, man, that's a good point. I think with the Rock, especially with the Rock and the XFL, like teaming up to basically,
they like the same skin tone too.
I mean, especially with the NFL and the XFL, like teaming up so that the NFL can like help out the XFL in a way and be like a G League for them. Like, I mean, it seems like that would be a good look. At the same time, it's like if you Kaepernick though. I'll ask you this: if you Kaepernick, right, and you play for the Niners, and you was the god, like you did everything you was supposed to do, as far as like Alex Smith got hurt, you stood up when you were supposed to stand up, and you beat the Bears. And when the Bears during the season 2012, 2011, 2012, and you beat the Bears while they was on a hot streak, like they was undefeated that year, and you show up in Candlestick. I think you rushed for like 80 yards, throw for 350. Like, oh, I'm the guy. I'm taking that man's job. You take the Niners to Super Bowl. You do everything you're supposed to do. You want to play for the XFL, bro? Like, do you want to?
Hold on. Here's the thing, though. Do I want to play for the XFL because I did all of that? Possibly not the best move I want to do, right? Not the, like no, hold on.
Just say no.
No, but I got some context to my no though. So
context.
however, if I go right and now I'm a revolutionary person, right? I've built up a more of a following because a lot of times before this, when he was in the NFL, people loved him. Niner fans loved him. We thought he was great. You know what I'm saying? We were like, yo, he a GOAT, right? Even some Niner fans was like, no, I rather have Alex Smith. Alex Smith is so much better. I think he would have been more consistent. I don't like that nigga running and shit. Like, all that running and all that shit. Like, Alex Smith, he just get that shit to the right person and it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we love that. But what I'm saying is like, him going over there and watching like the little segment he had on Netflix makes me think like he's never been chosen first for a lot of different things, but this will be an opportunity for him to really lead off on some shit, and we see what he does with his real leadership. Because him being able to be like the first kind of big name to go to something like that, like go to the XFL and like really be a big name that is nationally wide known, that would be huge. And that would give him a lot more stand on, a lot more like, you know what I'm saying, a lot more ground to be like, yo, well, like, yeah, I'm not in the NFL no more, but like I do this and like I'm the man over there though. They paying me.
Yo, you described the opportunity like well. Like the opportunity sound, it's like the way you talking about it, it's like I don't want to go to prison. But if I did go to prison, they got computers, and they got gummy bears, and
they got education.
They got education, you get a GED, and then they got dentistry school in there too. Like all that shit sounds cool. You gotta go to prison, but like I'm saying, do you feel like Kaepernick be like, you know what? So Kaepernick listens to our show, just like every celebrity listens to our show. I don't know if y'all know this, but everybody listens to our show. Dell, do you think that Kaepernick listens right now? Like, you know what? About Delltime is right, bro. When the Rock called me,
I think he listening and saying that. I think he's saying, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Maybe I should hire this nigga because he know what he's talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I should go. And I think Dwayne listening, like, damn, that's a good ass idea. Maybe if I offer him enough, maybe I can get him to come fuck with us. You feel me? And let's just say he goes over there and kill it 1 year, right? He goes over to the XFL and kill it 1 year.
Yeah.
Then, right? So they like, oh, he in the XFL killing it. Like I'm talking about running for 120 yards every game. This nigga going crazy, woo, 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 throwing so many completions, blah, 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 right? Now, just like how we talked about with Brian Flores, now you got enough to be like, look, they really don't want to fuck with me. I'm out here dogging other niggas.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm in this league dogging y'all. And you know what I mean? I'm showing that I'm still an elite quarterback that's ready for the next level. So if y'all don't want to put me on, then it's really just the like we have our idea that the NFL has this reason that they don't want to fuck with him, and we can say as much as possible. But if we see that he's because like practicing and showing the tape of you doing good, we don't know how many passes. We don't know. We only seeing clips. We don't know what the whole practice looked like. We don't know if every pass was a completion. We don't know if he was out there really just, you know what I mean? Like, but you go in a game and you show somebody what you're able to do. And it's also just showing like, hey, I really want to play.
Yeah. I mean, I give you that. And I hear what you're saying. The thing is this though, it's not in our minds that the NFL don't want him to play. Like they settled, like they wrote him a check because it was found that they didn't want him to play. Also, there's this. I think football in a way is like a little bit different than basketball in the sense where you're talking about like a tape. And but when it comes to quarterbacks, I think it's a huge difference because I don't think that you gotta see a quarterback play to know that he could be one of 60 quarterbacks in the NFL. What I mean by that is if you got they got a starting quarterback, they got a backup, and then sometimes they got like a third string nigga that holds the kicks. If Colin Kaepernick made it all the way to the Super Bowl with the Niners, I know for a fact that he's as good as a backup to literally sit on a bench. So like niggas ain't talking about, I don't even think we talking about like because this isn't like a Tim Tebow situation where they were like, hey yo, if you want to play football, you should probably try to play fullback. Like, no, I don't want to play fullback. I'm Tim Tebow. I want to do this way. I want to play quarterback. Like, well, you're not good enough. You have to go play baseball. He eventually comes back and tries to play fullback for the Jaguars. It don't work out. Kaepernick, from what I gather, Kaepernick hasn't been offered like a backup position or a starting position at all. Now, if he's offered a backup position, turns it down, we've got a whole different story. But I don't think he got to go to the XFL and be like the Mike Vick of the XFL for them to be like, you know what? Come on up here and back up Deshaun Watson on the
Cleveland Browns.
On the Browns. Mm-hmm. Like I don't think you gotta do an XFL tryout to go back up Deshaun Watson. Like you gotta go do an XFL tryout to back up Derek Carr at the Raiders. Like I don't know. I know the Niners don't want nothing to do with him, but like you gotta do an XFL tryout to back up Jimmy Garoppolo. We don't even want him.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I do see what you're saying. I do think there's a lot of opportunity in the XFL form, and I would think that, you know what, if it's some for the love of the game stuff, like on AI going to China, Marbury going to China, everyone T-Mac going to China, everybody going to China, get this big bread, Dwayne Wade going to China. If it's like that, do what you got to do, bro. But don't go there thinking like I'm gonna put on, then they're gonna call me. They're not gonna call you.
Yeah, I don't even think you should go in there expecting a call. I think if he goes there, just go just because that's what I'm saying. If it's because he doesn't like he's already got a check. You know what I mean? And like his whole talk is, I just want to play the game. Like I want to play the game and without the shenanigans. Like that's what he's been saying. So if you want to play the game without the shenanigans, then just go play the game. You know what I mean? You know
let me ask you a question, bro. I want to know your answer on this.
Yeah.
This was never disclosed, but how much do you think the NFL settled with him for?
Personally, I think they get like 200 million.
200 million?
I think they gave him like 200 million.
Okay. I was gonna say 50, but either way, it had to be big and sexy. You ain't allowed to talk about it.
You ain't allowed to talk about it, and also he has that contract with Nike. You know what I mean? So he has a few different things that he's getting his money from. So I mean, he's definitely not at a lack of money. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said it's like, this is the only reason why I'm pitching this is because I know it's not about money. This nigga's not like, oh yeah, man, I just need to get back in. I'm out here, my kids, you know, my girl, whoop, 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 all this other shit, right? Like
my girl.
Like shit hard for me. You feel me? I'm out here, like, you know what I'm saying? Life is hard. Like, I don't even know if I can keep up this high lifestyle, my afro, you know, I need to get big combs, like shit like that. But
big combs.
but like this nigga is got bag. So if he's really like at this point right now, it's like there's players who are in the league and they got deals that go up to the amount of money that he probably done got, right? But he got that in the bank account. You know what I'm saying? I just hope not at Bank of America. But literally he got that in the account. You know what I mean? So he ain't worried. So that's why I said if you're really about just going out there and playing the game, you can go and play the game and still get your bag. Because your name holds so much weight just based on all of this particular controversy that's been going on with it. Fuck it. Don't even, it's like saying, it's like being a millionaire and hating your job, but then being like, but I still just want to go back because they should have me back there. Like, I don't understand why they don't want to like hire me back. Like, fuck it, go get a new job. Start your own job. Like, you ain't gotta like go back to them.
Start your own job.
Hire your own niggas. Like start your own shit.
Just start selling burgers out of your garage and hire yourself.
Hire yourself, nigga. Look, LLC, nigga. Just Kaepernick's football LLC, nigga. Look, this is what we doing.
That's hella funny. Hire yourself, nigga.
Real.
Hey, yo. While we talking about money. Your man's Biden gave $800 million to Ukraine. Well, he didn't give them $800 million. He sent them $800 million worth of like war supplies. So like tanks, machetes, big guns, backpacks, all of it. Now, on the other hand, 200 bulletproof vests that were collected in New York to send to Ukraine were stolen. Now, my question to you is, it's obviously they were stolen. We don't know who stole them. We don't know if it was like a gang of like 200 goons that stole them because they gang needed 200 vests.
I know exactly who stole them.
Or if it was people that was like, we don't want to support that. These is for us, and then took them. So like, Dell, are we in this now? Is my question. Are we in this? And how deep are we in it from a 1 to 10?
We in this, and we in this at a 9. We in this at a 9.
What? How?
9. I'll tell you why. Listen, we are supplying the ammunition to we are supplying the ammunition to assist in a war. We are in this at a 9. Regardless, 800 million is a lot of money. You know what I mean? To go and send, whether it's supplies or not, that's a lot of money. We in this. We involved. Putin ain't gonna be looking at like, listen to me right now, bro. Putin ain't looking at like, oh, y'all just helped him, so like it's cool. Like he looking at y'all, oh, y'all helping him. I was trying to do this on my own shit and while shit was bad, but now y'all over here. Now y'all out here trying to, y'all trying to fund him? Y'all trying to fund him? Oh, okay. He on his Denzel shit. I got it on all y'all asses. You feel me? He on his big worm shit. I'm fucking up you and him. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like it's real. Like
killing you and him.
Like mine over there. Like hey, big worm. Big P.
Ice Cube was up for worm. He ran in his worm. Hey, man. He was hot. He was hot, man. Now you make a good point. I guess I don't want to be involved, bro. Like, but you know what? You know how I think. You know what I think is going to happen. I think this is the jug, right? This is a jug. Essentially, Ukraine they're getting dog walked, right? Essentially, and they was like, yo, we gonna let prisoners out. If the prisoners fight in the war and they survive, they get their freedom. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it's gonna be. So
wow.
For us, if they start like calling Americans to go to war, you know how they can get Americans to go to war? You know how? Free gas for a year.
Woo! Niggas would be lining up. You would have aunties out there lining up like, look, you can send me over there. Look, the only tool I need is my belt. That's it. I'll spank some of them Russians. They get it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure it's genuine leather though. You know what I'm saying? I don't be working with genuine leather.
I think if they gotta send people over there from the US, like I think they need to send over everybody send over every version of Kyle Rittenhouse, bro. Like we don't need no listen, my people, we're gonna stay here. We'll stay here and we'll watch y'all out the window. We watch the war from over here. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. If y'all need people to go, send Kyle out there. Send Kyle and send everybody that look like Kyle because they want to go where there's places of crisis and go help. Yep. So make sure we can send him over there. Never have him come over here.
Ever. But as far, I do got to add this stuff. I know exactly I just want to tell y'all this right now. If y'all don't know, I know exactly who stole those 20. Those how many bulletproof vests was it?
200 bulletproof vests.
200. I know who stole them. New York Police Department. They stole them, motherfucker. Because that shit was, look, I'm being real with you right now. I'm sorry. I don't want to bust y'all out, but I know y'all motherfuckers stole that shit, boy. Because they was like, man, what you mean? I know exactly what happened. And when I say this around, you're going to be like, hell yeah. You ever been at a place, right? And they got customer shit, like customer swag or customer gear, like let's say AT&T, for example. And they be like, oh yeah, we only saving these for the clients. And then a whole bunch of them niggas, this AT&T employees go in there and raid that shit and get exactly and go and take all of the shit. Now niggas got 50 left. Niggas like, we just gotta work with this. Nigga, the shit used to have in that Wells Fargo. Nigga used to have little ponies that we give out. Niggas be, I'm gonna just take some of these ponies because I want to give them to niggas giving them to family members. Niggas who bank at Chase got this shit. Like, nigga, how the fuck you get that pony? Nigga, you ain't even open no account here. Nigga, so that's what happened. Niggas was like, nigga, y'all niggas got new bulletproof vests in there? Some nigga went in there and was like, nigga, new bulletproof vest, tried that shit on. Like, nigga, look, nigga, this me. Nigga, where they at? This me. And then once again, back to our whole theme of this fucking show. Shut your fucking mouth. One nigga went in there. Somebody accidentally gave that nigga a new bulletproof vest. He was like, yo, I need a new bulletproof vest. My shit got hit. It was like, oh yeah, well, we got this.
It got hit. Just hella casually. My shit got hit.
My shit got hit.
Go ahead, man.
Wow. Nigga, look. My shit got hit. Nigga, shit crazy, right? So it was like, oh yeah, bro, you get this, but it's like, oh, nigga, this shit new. Where you get this at, nigga? Oh yeah, we got two. We got a storage of them that's supposed to be shipped to Ukraine, but don't tell nobody. Nigga went out. Nigga, shit, I'm telling you right now, Jimmy in here, nigga, giving out new bulletproof vests. What? 200 other police officers went and got their new bulletproof vests. Tell you that right now. Wrote their name on it. Hella quick.
Why is it Jenny?
Because I'm just thinking about who work at the gate. Nigga, Jenny work at the cage. Like, nigga, Jenny in there working at the cage. Like, she will be on there. She like, I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with giving out. I already did my year. She a sergeant, some shit. She in there giving them out. Like, she just forgot. She didn't know. She thought it was for them. She was like, oh, this is for New York.
Poor Jenny. I feel like, you know what? I think what happened was even if it wasn't Jenny's fault, it was Dude's fault. Because Dude probably, he really needed one. He went in there, so I'm going to just give one real. It's like, damn, I got 200 in here. Yeah. So if I get my shit, I've always needed one because they won't even give me one because I'm only been on force for a year. He get his vest. And then his boy like, hey, your shit look new. You get another one? It's like, nah, man, he's like, where you get that from, man? Like, bro, nah, you going to make it hot, bro. That one friend like, you going to make it hot. Like, come on, nigga, come on, bro. Like, I won't say nothing. All right, I'll get you one later. Come on, nigga, go get my own. All right, well, look. So in the back, right over there, I don't know. They got hell up, nigga. It's a truck full. Like, just go get one, though. Just go get one. All right, nigga. Hey, what sizes they got, bro? Don't worry about the sizes. You just get your size.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna just go in there and get it real quick. Next thing you know.
So what I'm saying, and that's how it started.
Big Pudo went in there and took all the vests. He took 5 home. I'm gonna take these for later. I'm just trying to get more because it'd be hard out here getting bulletproof vests. Because I'll tell you this much. Some niggas in the police department still got that old nightstick. They don't even got the new nightstick. They got the old nightstick, the one that they beat Rodney King with. So they got them ones. Nigga, they don't even got the new nightstick, the one that's like that. You know what I'm saying? They got, so I already know police will tell you that they underfunded. Police is hella funded, but like they will act like they underfunded. Man, you get old ass squad car. This shit ain't got GPS in it. Like this shit wild. Like like this shit. I think that I'm gonna go out on the limb. I'm not even gonna go out on the limb. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say police are underfunded, but the resources are misallocated. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna say. Because the US seems severely underfunded, but the resources are misallocated. Because California is expensive as shit to live in. But right. 99 looks like a freeway that would be in hell. Mm-hmm. Like and it's been that way forever. So but some places though, like it'd be weird because obviously like the bigger places, they get the most tax money, but they police cars be raggedy and be beat up. But like here in Manteca, like bro, like the police car is just, I don't know, they got somebody washing them every several days. I've never seen a dirty police car in my life. I mean, they get the graphic is all dope on the side. They got these sick lights on the top, like they got the LED lights. But other places, I'll be seeing people's police cars. It just be a scraper.
bullets all on the side of the motherfucker, like just left in bullet.
Chevy Celebrity, one door, the door's a different color, but not because it's painted that way. Not because it's painted that way, it's because you're not a police car. It's black in the front and black in the back, white in the middle. I said, a police car got a yellow door. Like, come on,
come on, cuz. Like, that shit used to be a taxi. Like,
usually you get the taxis that used to be police cars because the engine's reliable, but they got old taxis for police cars.
Niggas got Priuses, old Priuses. Like, who are you chasing? You can't chase nobody.
That's horrible. That's horrible, man. I want to ask you about this raggedy shit, bro. Did you see the Pete Davis and Kanye West conversation? If you didn't, no big deal.
No, I definitely saw it.
Right, let me ask you your opinion to give everybody a little bit of background. There's a text message conversation that allegedly happened between Pete Davidson and Kanye West. The way these images came to public was like one of Pete Davidson's homeboys has the screenshots because Pete Davidson allegedly sent these screenshots to his homie, and his homie like released these screenshots thinking they make Pete Davidson look good. But I think, well, let me ask you first, Dell. Do you think they're real?
I do think it's real. I think it's real.
I
think it's real. And I got my explanation to tell you why.
Okay. So for those of you, the reason why I asked about to talk about this was I wanted to find out if he thought they're real or not. If he thought they were fake, like me, we wouldn't have mentioned it. But I think it's interesting that the petty people that are paying attention to this, which is partially us, was split on this. I don't know if y'all remember the gold dress, blue dress thing from 2012, 2014, but it's like that. Some people think it's real, some people think it's fake. I'm somebody that thinks the whole thing is fake. Dale, I'm gonna ask you, why do you think it's real?
I think it's real because look, you got to look at the age difference here. All right, Pete Davidson is 28 years old. Kanye is 44 years old. And some of the stuff that said in those particular text messages made me realize a lot because when Pete, first off, he started the conversation, hey, yo, this is Skeet. He's funny enough to say that shit. That to take the name and make and say, okay, I'll be Skeet. I'm gonna run with it. I've also heard that he actually likes the name Skeet. He doesn't have a problem with it. He thought it was funny. So I could see that being like that, like, yo, this is Skeet. Da, 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 da. He's also mentioned mental health. He's mentioned that shit multiple times previously before getting with Kim Kardashian, that he also has mental health issues and he advises that Kanye takes his medication. Another thing is I've been a young nigga who dated an older chick and had her nigga hitting me up, tripping over some shit. And him taking that picture in bed, like I'm with your wife house, that's some gangsta ass young nigga shit. Old nigga wouldn't do no shit like that. But a young 28-year-old nigga will do that shit. Hey, I'm in your girl's bed, nigga. Now. You feel me? And just to piss a nigga off. To know, nigga, this is gonna irk your fucking nerves. So I think that shit is real. And I think, and also just because of this, like, and then I can understand why it's the blue gold dress for some people, right? Because when he talks about Kim's a great mom. I wish she would leave us alone, blah, 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 all this other shit, right? I think that's what's giving people the narrative that this particular conversation is fake because of him mentioning the kid shit makes people think that it's fake. But I actually think that that's real because one thing that Kanye has said is he even said this shit on Easy. This ain't, he said, this ain't your rich ass mama house. You're gonna put your brother on them and get that top ramen out, right? Like basically what he's been saying is that Kim's not really raising the kids, they're getting raised by their nannies and they're getting these things. So I think that is Pete really saying, man, stop trying to come at her about her motherhood. She's doing the best that she could do. She's doing a great job as a mother. You feel me? So I think that was her being defended. And the fact that he wanted to have a conversation, the fact that he said, "Hey, pull up, let's have a conversation." I think that was real. I think that was a real reach out to say that. And the fact that it was a text message, and I can tell you why I think, like you mentioned about his boy putting him out, right?
Right.
I could see, because I've done this shit with you. It's like, nigga, do some shit in the conversation. Nigga, you send it to one of your boys. Like, nigga, look, me talking this shit, nigga, because you don't think that shit gonna necessarily get out or be out on somebody, but you might send it to your boy. Like, look at this nigga talking to me. Which you might maybe even just be asking for opinion on how the conversation flowed to kind of get their particular depiction of it. So I do think that the conversation is real, and I think it really happened.
Okay. All right. So for all the reasons that you said, it's real. If it is real, then, like, I'm not saying it can't be, but if it is real, I don't think Pete Davidson is very smart. The first, or he's just 28, right? The first thing that I thought when I first saw this, right? The first thing I thought was this. For the last several weeks, maybe like the last month or so, every single conversation that Kanye has with anyone, he screenshots it and reposts it. Every single thing, everything, every conversation, he screenshots it and reposts it. So in my mind, I'm like, if Pete Davidson has been sitting back chilling, hasn't given an opinion on any of this stuff, but sitting back chilling, like, I wonder what's going on with this dude. Pete, I don't think he would write all of that if he knows it's someone that does screenshot everything. Also, if the way that Kim is moving with this shit, and if you're dealing with a new chick, and she's like, yo, my BD, he be wildin', this is how you need to move accordingly. I would think that Kim would say, hey, I probably don't got to tell you this, Pete, but don't contact him. Don't speak to him. Don't ignore him completely. I don't see Pete Davidson being like, oh, I'm going to go behind your back and contact Kanye and make a problem. Also, there's this. The way Kanye rants and raves through these text messages that he usually sends to people, I don't ever see Kanye writing in these short sentences that he was writing in this conversation. I don't believe that shit either. Also, that there's a mix bag of, like, a theory behind him saying, "Yo, it's Skeet." Some people are like, "Yo, he's funny. Like he's a comedian. Of course, he's gonna make fun of himself." But at the same time, it's like, if I'm reaching out to you to be like seriously, right? I'm gonna call myself Skeet, and then the conversation's kind of weird because it's like when Pete writes all this shit, and Kanye's response is, "Oh, you're using profanity. Where are you right now? I'm in your wife's bed. Picture of me." Really? Like that just seems so. It's this. It seems such a setup. Like, oh, using like Kanye's response to a message this big is, oh, you're using profanity. Where are you right now? That's not how Kanye talks, unless Kanye's trying to set some shit up, right? So where are you right now? Sent picture in your wife's bed. Okay, now let me offer you mental support. Really? No, that's crazy to me. Like that's crazy. Now, as far as like all the stuff about him offering the mental health and like, yo, this I've been through this as well, blah 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 blah. I think like I could see how that part could be real. Also, just like the whole like he saved in Speed's phone as like Ye too. Like so he has like multiple phone numbers for Kanye, but like he's texting him all this stuff, even though like you telling me you were in the bed with Kim and like you random like, yo, is Skeet take a second to she's such a good woman. You using profanity? Where are you? I'm in the bed with her. Like, and Kanye's calm enough to not just lose his shit or whatever. And then the narrative is like Kanye does like the whole paragraph online about this dude texting me while he in the bed with my wife, but they're not screenshots that you posted. They're screenshots that someone else posted because you don't want to be responsible for creating some fake shit. It's just I don't know. I hope one day Pete Davidson comes out and be like, yeah, I did that shit. I was plastered. It was me. I hope he says that. But until he does that, I don't. I think this is high level, not high level. I think because we can do anything with phones. We can literally do this with our phones. But
Right.
I think this is like high level extraordinary like craft work because all the stuff that's written, the Kanye that we know and that we see in that, because I follow this thing on IG. Um, the woman's incredible. She goes hard. She got a whole team. It's called Kanye's Posts. It sounds like it is. And she reposts everything he posts and then deletes or whatever. She's incredible. And I've been following all this stuff. And when he be ranting, he goes off. Like when he's hating on DL, when he's going back on DL, he's like, oh, you live in Calabasas? God, it's good. Like all this stuff and just going in on people. So he's not one to be like, oh, you using profanity now? Where are you? In bed? Like it just sounds like, So hopefully we find out one day. But then I'm gonna say you wrong.
Okay.
You wrong.
Hey, I've been proven to be wrong, but before, so it wouldn't hurt me. Me personally, to be honest with you, I hope it's not real, but I have a feeling it is.
It's not real.
No, I do because of this, and this is the reason why. Because like I said, I've been a young dumb nigga before. I've been a young dumb nigga be talking some shit, or niggas hitting my phone up, asking me where that girl at. Like I'm gonna tell her where you are. You know what I'm saying? Um, but asking me where that girl is, like I'm gonna tell her where she is. But like my thing is that shit wasn't good. Like you feel me? Now I think back, I'm like, I was reckless, bro. I was out here just what the fuck was I doing? Like, and then sometimes you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these girls that I've done that shit with, they end up going back to the nigga anyway. Like eventually, like I loved this one girl, loved her, and I thought we were gonna be everything. And then she left me, went back with her husband. So it was thought we were gonna be everything. She left me, went back with her husband. It was a good thing. I ended up getting my wife, but it's just saying, like, I love that woman at that point in life. Like, I thought it was everything. I thought we were gonna. Her man was hitting me up, wanted to fight me, hella shit, and I was like, I was on my Skeet shit, like on my peak shit, really just hoping, like, no man, like you tripping. Like she told me, like believing everything that she was saying. Like I don't know the whole story, what was going on. That girl might have been crazy, for all I know. You know what I'm saying?
Did you send a picture of yourself and her? And did you send a picture of yourself in bed with her?
I have to. My other niggas was already snitching on me. I realized I got some cold niggas who be snitching, but on some dry stitch shit, hanging out with niggas who be hanging out with niggas who I got beef with. But
one nigga that's told on you about that.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? That nigga wild. But like that nigga wild, B. He wild.
You said you got niggas that be trying snitching.
That was one nigga, but he done it so multiple times. It feel like that nigga's a multiple nigga. So Like, no, but like so I would hope that it's fake. And I hope that it's like, oh no, this ain't real, woo woo. Because I really don't think you should be doing that. I don't think you should be antagonizing it. I think this situation is going on. I know that Kanye is, of course, the one who brought Pete Davidson into this, right? This situation is really between Kim and Kanye. And they need to sit down in a secluded area and counsel this out, because what's really at hand is it's not about fuck all the publicity shit, fuck all the fame shit. Y'all got kids. And at the end of the day, this shit that's on the internet lives forever. So regardless of whatever you think is right or you think is wrong, let's just say, for example, Pete Davidson really does become, you know what I'm saying, northwest, all of these particular northeast, west, all of these particular kids, Saint, all of these particular kids, stepfather. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And things like that. Or just when they get older, they end up going back and they looking on this shit and they're like, damn, my dad was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was out here wilding, like he was doing hella shit. I mean, maybe they might look at it like, oh, my dad was about his wife, like he really wanted, he cared about my mama, you know. But like at the end of the day, like this shit is just something y'all don't need, man. And it's like if y'all just sit down and learn how to be, if y'all got a co-parent. If y'all got, and I'm sure they're doing a good job of that. Like I don't think either of them is a bad parent. I would never talk about their parenting abilities, but I think like right now though, like that's kind of the main important of this whole thing. Like fuck it, that relationship shit, it already happened. Like if y'all not gonna be together, y'all not gonna be together. Y'all obviously you gotta Kanye got a badass chick right now. That girl fine as hell. I'm not even gonna front to you. She nice. You know what I'm saying? Kim doing cool. You know what I'm saying? She cool.
Kanye not going to counseling, Dell. He said no more counseling. He don't negotiate with therapists. He already told
you. It don't gotta be therapy. It don't gotta be therapy, but y'all need to sit down. Even if it's just like somebody that y'all can, even if it's Beyonce, y'all want to sit down and just disclose all y'all shit to Beyonce, like Beyonce just this shit wild. Like, oh, I understand. And Beyonce just be like, say my name, say my name. Listen.
The reason I think if it's real, and I think it's ironic that I think that it's fake, and then you believe it's real, but you hope it's fake, and I hope it's real. Because like in my eyes, if it's real, then it's fine. Because to me, as far as like the way battle rap goes, the way roasting goes, the way tip for tap goes, the way eye for eye goes, the way mano a mano battles go. If you make a music video and you kill me in your music video and you produce this music video and you distribute it among the masses, then I'm going to send a picture of me in bed with your wife. Like those are the rules of roasting. You don't get to dedicate. You don't get to dedicate 3.5 to 4 minutes to like my demise, like just putting that energy in the universe for everybody to see, and then being like, he took a picture of me in bed saying he's in bed with my wife. He's antagonizing me. Am I? Mm-hmm. It was one picture. It's not a music. If you want a video, I can send you a video. Good home. I don't know if it's a video you want to see. But you made a video about me, so let's just exchange videos. It's like when R. Kelly ran up on Dave Chappelle, like, how you make a video about pissing on somebody, man? Dave Chappelle said, bro, you did it first. So what you want me to do? Like, so that's why I hope it's real, because,
another reason why I think it's real. That nigga got that girl name tatted on him. Pete Davidson. He got a few different times. He got not name per se, but he got some things in honorary to her. You get somebody tatted on you or some honorary tat to them, you do feel obligated to think you could speak up on shit that you shouldn't have your nose on per se.
Yeah, I'm not saying everything that he wrote is out of line for him per se. I just think that just based on the Kanye pattern, that don't make that the Kanye pattern, the responses seem like a setup to have someone write more messages to screenshot. I'm not saying I know Pete Davidson like he wouldn't do nothing like that. I'm just saying the way that don't look like the Kanye we know that's getting back. So I mean, hey, we gonna find out. We gonna find out.
We gonna see.
Summertime. we gonna find out whether or not it's real. We gonna find out whether or not it's gonna take a year. It's gonna come out like it's gonna be like the Megan Tory shooting. It's gonna be like that, man.
That still ain't came out.
Nah, it turns out Tory ain't do it.
We knew that
came out. It's been came
when
out.
I ain't heard nothing. You see how quiet they is about that shit? Hey,
You don't got your
quiet.
ear. You don't got your ear to the
I must
streets like
don't,
me.
bro. I've been waiting. I know you got your ear to the street. You definitely got your ear to Instagram, but I am not gonna front. You know, oh, you got Twitter.
My
That's
ears
why
be in the streets, but
I
that's
don't
how
be
I
on
knew. That's
Twitter.
how I knew that Chris Brown. That's how I knew Chris Brown was clear while you still walking around with free Chris Brown
No,
t-shirts.
I knew Chris was clear. I already knew that. That I did know. Oh, shout out to Chris.
Nothing about it. Then you see how you
No,
protecting black folks.
No, because I was gonna say this, but shout out to Chris because he just won a hoop tournament, and them niggas be balling, bro. So shout out to Chris, man. Doing big things. Your team, your squad, y'all looking good, y'all. Chris, bro, you need to put Chris in the G League, bro. Chris balling. Chris is a baller. Okay, shout out to that.
Is that your segue to song of the week?
Yep. Run that song of the week.
Run that.
Featuring Jewel Santana. No, what was your question? You got a question before I rudely interrupted you.
No, I said, was that segue your
No, you had a question previously before that. Before I said that, I want to make sure you get that out. You were like, that breeze.
I don't remember, bro. All I know is that I was telling you that you need to focus more on like protecting black people.
But I stay protecting black people.
If
black
you
people
knew
is
the information
protected.
that he was cleared, then you should have been dropped this information. But you've been holding back, bro.
Here we go. I ain't holding back shit. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'll be showing mad love out here, B. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows Dell shows mad love to the black people. If I don't do nothing else, I show mad love to the black people. I show mad love to the black people. That's one thing I definitely do.
Sounds like that statement sounds like somebody wrote it for Biden to say it.
Listen here.
I show mad love to the black people.
Y'all should vote for me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should vote for me. Y'all should vote for me.
Y'all.
Because I've been down with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta use that terminology. But nah.
Let the people is it J. Cole, bro?
It isn't J. Cole. It isn't. But I'm gonna be cool off J. Cole for a minute because you are a hater. Every time I fucking say something about my guy J. Cole, you just be in here like, oh, what do you hear? I posted some shit on Instagram about J. Cole animation spitting bars, giving to me. Shouts out Tyrese because he shot that to me. So shouts out Tyrese, big up you, young blood, because he know I'm a big Cole stan. But anyway, I am gonna give this up to one of my other partners though, man, who is not up and coming because he made his way, man. And I love this kid and I love what he's doing. I love I think it's fascinating. Shouts out to Corday, man. Dropped the YBN. Now he's just Corday. And the song I'm gonna give to him is a song that he did, which was off of his new album called From the Bird's Eye View. And the song that he did was actually featuring her, Her, and it's called Chronicles. Really dope ass track. I love it. If you got a lady or if you got a partner and you just want to vibe to some shit, you don't even got to vibe. It ain't even like that. He just talking some real dope ass shit. And Her, of course, is just always a great feature or just always a great artist. Love her vibe. Shouts out to her, Vallejo's finest. Yeah, man, it's just one of those tracks that fucking rock. Actually, the album rides. To be honest with you, he hasn't disappointed me yet on his album. And plus, he dealing with that young tennis player. That's who his girl is. So shouts out to him, man, making wise choices. Ain't getting like a little thought. Like he went on and got like somebody getting their own bag. So that's why I like niggas like that. When they go out and they be like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna go out here and go get, the reality show girl. I'm gonna go out here and go get this fly ass tennis player who doing hella dope shit. And they could be out here for the people because I think it's elevated him. He's always spoken his music about being for the people, but definitely being with someone like Naomi, I think that really helped him elevate his game even more. And I love his music. He's a young dude. He has a lot of room, and I'm excited to see what he does and what his future upholds. But you guys should check him out if you haven't already. Check out his album, man. Check out his album, Bird's Eye View. Just dropped this year. It's definitely a fire album. He got some great features on it. A lot of definitely legendary artists that are on there. So something that you definitely will enjoy.
Well, all right. Y'all already know where to find the link at. Y'all can be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with us. We appreciate that.
Hey man, and if you made it this far, just know we here at the Dell and Ryan Report really fuck with you. But before you go, make sure if you're on YouTube, you give us a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're on the platform, whether that's Spotify, Apple Music, any of the platforms that we are streamed on, go ahead and give us 5 stars. It don't hurt you. It just helps us. And anyway, till next time, we out. Peace.